At MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete.
Mayfield.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Browns.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 37. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jets nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Josh Adams, the Notre Dame product. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Cameron Wake who got in there to make the play.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To Odell Beckham. Touchdown.
Odell Beckham. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jets nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Take over
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's a throw that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
1st and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 13.
Odell Beckham, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point after.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Rashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman, 78 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete to
It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards.
First down, Browns.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Check.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mayfield now. Forced out to his left, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add on to their lead.
For the point after.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road, How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. That he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Cleveland.
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle to Beckham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield with it once more. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 35, Jets 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Darnold. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks.
And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now?
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. They'll try the left side. Aldridge. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
That's good.
A big play that time for Jacksonville. 47 yards. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down throw for Bridgewater. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
The 31-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Number 25.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
For the point after.
So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
For Jacksonville.
Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And the Chargers first down.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards the pickup there.
Schuster.
Oh, yeah. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 29, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
6-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Let's go. 57, Mike 57. Yeah, let's get that ball here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football.
And it's a fumble. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing, Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, Bridgewater. Allen's got it over the middle. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Bridgewater on the keeper. Incomplete on the
8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Play action now. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Open man, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll run for it with Eckler. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief.
It got his man complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
For Jacksonville.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will make it into the end zone. He gets away from one. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chargers.
Here is Eckler. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 20.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go,
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
And sack.
Jerry Tillery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He'll fire deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30.
I need to get my
Past the
swag
20.
right there.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Josh Lambo lining up for the...
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Dancing to his left. Allen has it, left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Bridgewater. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
34 yards.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
They go play action. Bridgewater. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 44.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
come on, capitalize on this one.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Down at the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Being chased out left. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Accelerating, and off he goes.
Bring in the second spring. Bring in the second spring.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jaguars.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Lambeau on down for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Chargers 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
With the score, Jaguars 31, Chargers 7.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Gain of 20. And the Chargers first down.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On first down, Aldridge. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 57's the mic.
They'll set up to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A game there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll run on first down. Aldridge.
That's what I want to say.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
He's coming. He's coming. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 38. Chargers 7. Josh Lambo to kick off 4.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Cut. 57's Mike. Mike 57. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.